In part 3 of our crash course, we are going to be taking a look at the 5 types of supplemental essays. Broadly speaking, most of the college applications you submit will be one personal statement plus a set of supplemental essays. These are essay questions that the given university you are applying to specifically asks you, and your responses will only be sent to that one university. So with that, let's take a look at the different types of supplemental essays that you might encounter. I went through the past 5 years and the top 30 universities to take a look at a comprehensive list of all essay prompts that they have ever asked. And without fail, every prompt falls into one of these 5 types, or buckets as I call them. Let's go through them one by one. The first type is life experience. These essays ask you to reflect on a given life experience and tie it into a certain ideal that the university cares about. So questions like this might look something like, at this school we care about creativity. Tell us about a time in your life where you've been creative. And so then you have to then talk about a past life experience and tie it into that ideal. The second bucket is why this school or major. Now, this is fairly self-explanatory. You will likely answer a question something along the lines of, why did you choose to apply to this university? Or why are you studying the major that you chose? Again, recall that fit is extremely important. And this is one of the canonical questions where it is a fantastic place to show why you are the right fit for that university and why you are the right fit to study your exact major at that university. The third bucket is campus contribution. Now, when a university asks this, they're trying to get a good picture in their head of what type of undergraduate you might be when you arrive at campus. And so you likely want to talk about how you plan on enriching the lives of other undergraduates or how you might participate in certain interests you have on campus. The fourth bucket looks drastically different from the first 3, and it's called tiny prompt. These are essays that typically constrain you by the word limit. Frequently, you have no more than 50 or 100 words to respond. And because you're so constrained, how you express yourself may drastically change. And the fifth and final bucket is called freeform. These questions tend to not even really be about you as a person, but rather your thoughts on a certain topic. So a good example of this is, basketball is a game that has withstood the test of time. What do you think is another game that might withstand the test of time? And so notice how it's not really about you, but it's more about how you choose to convey your thoughts and how creative or original you might be. So overall, these are the 5 different buckets that you might run into in terms of supplemental essays. And it is important to understand that what a good life experience essay looks like, for example, is drastically different from what a good campus contribution essay looks like. And so it is extremely important to understand and recognize that when you run into a prompt, you should instantly start trying to figure out which bucket that prompt fits into. And as you do this more and more often, you will become more adept and more skilled at figuring out what a good life experience essay looks like for you specifically, and what types of authentic traits you might want to express in your responses for each of these buckets.